I'm Jennifer Angel. This is my overview for you, Pisces, for the week of March the 23rd. So, wow, what a time this is. I mean, this whole March is such an exciting time. If you didn't get to listen to my March overview video or read the report in the New York Daily News horoscope pages, go ahead. There's still lots happening. And, of course, last week we had at the start of the week that confronting aspect between Uranus and Pluto. This was the last in over a 3-year period, 7 out of 7. So that sort of brings things to a head a little bit or a lot, and that's to do with money and also to do with how worthy you feel of attracting what you want in your life. And we did have the total solar eclipse as well on the cusp of your sign and your monetary area. So it's a whole new ball game now. So it's a whole new start. The equinox was last week as well, or this week, depending on when you're listening to this video. So even though things have been a little disruptive, let's say, it's sort of like clears the energy, allows you to lock things away, put the past behind you and move forward. And this week, right at the start of the week, Pisces, we have Venus in a sextile with Neptune. Now, Neptune's in your sign. Venus is in your 3rd house. Great for creative projects and fabulous for communication. Okay, so, of course, Venus is the planet of love and money. You've got a lot of activity still there in your 2nd house, very much to do with money, as I said. So, but you want to be careful that you're not overly optimistic, and just keep it a little bit realistic. You know how it goes. I mean, if something seems too good to be true, well, guess what? It probably is. But don't worry too much about it, because the very next day on the 25th, we've got the Sun in a trine with Saturn. Anything to do with Saturn sort of brings it back to reality. So we've got like idealistic and reality, so idealism and reality there. And you put these two together, it's great, because that idealistic view really helps to keep your spirits up and be positive. And then Saturn comes in with the Sun and it's good. Okay, fine, what do we need to do to actually make this happen? So these two here, even though it seems a little opposite, do work together. If you can work it together and see it as positive and working rather than an issue. And then right at the end of the week, towards the weekend, we've got Venus in a square with Jupiter. Now, traditionally, a square is confronting, but between Venus and Jupiter, not so much, okay? And because Venus, as we just said, is in that 3rd house of communication, creativity, brings in children as well. Around here as well, but very, very creative, very communicative, and Jupiter is there in your 6th house, very much to do with work. So certainly a creative project can get the go-ahead during this time. You want to be careful of that someone doesn't sort of take over your idea. It is an aspect where you want to be just careful of taking advantage of someone or someone else taking advantage of you, okay? But all in all, hopefully this week you can feel that things are moving in the right direction for you, and you can start to see some light at the end of the tunnel, as they say. All right, so have a great week, Pisces. I hope something fabulous happens for you, particularly around money. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye for now.